Welcome back to the show, the Union Street Podcast, joined by my amazing friends, Guy, Michelle, Greg, Marquez. We're talking art in the garden, folks. It's happening next Saturday, June 21st. And you're looking at how this all makes it all possible. So shout out to you guys, and let's dive in. What is art in the garden for anybody that doesn't know? Marquez?
Art in the Garden. This is our third year doing this. It feels unbelievable, right? Time flies, but it's an opportunity for the community to gather using art. That's what it's all about. It's it's an art festival that's growing each year, bringing out the best artists in Southern Illinois, showcasing their artwork, giving artists an opportunity to showcase their work, live performances of painting, other art forms being created, artists being able to sell their art. It's like one of the greatest opportunities for artists in Southern Illinois.
No doubt, man.
Yeah, and there's music all day as well, besides the artist.
Yeah, can't forget the music.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that later, but there's a little bit of everything today.
And it's set on a beautiful 7-acre masterpiece, Greg, at Mandala Gardens. Tell us about Mandala Gardens, where the festival is hosted, because this wouldn't be possible without this amazing creative setting, right?
Well, it wouldn't be possible also without you for being the go-getters that you are, but appreciate that. Yeah, it's 1704 North State Street, 7-acre garden. There's stone sculptures by Thea Alvin, metal sculpture by Carrie Netherton, gardens on the ground, pond, path, bridge, a gazebo, all kinds of stuff. It's a really fun garden space, and it's an event space. You have arts in the garden, and we have literally art in the garden. So you ought to come out and see the sculptures. Guy's mandala that he built again this year that we're going to burn is sitting out there. It fell over one time, but now he reinforced it. It withstood the last storm. But yeah, it's going to be a great day out there. And the garden's looking really nice. Finally, it stopped raining.
We've got a lot of rain.
Yes, we have.
One of the most beautiful gardens in all of Southern Illinois. Seriously.
It is.
Oh, thanks.
Talk about that vibe, guys, of that. What can people expect in the gardens, at Art in the Garden that day?
Well, okay, I'm looking at these guys, and they're wearing their Art in the Garden T-shirts, and then there's a slogan underneath that says, connect, create, participate. And it really is about that. It's a gathering place for creative people. It's a magnet for the creatives that live around the region, and of course, their fans and supporters. You can just go there and absorb what everybody else is doing. But we also have set up a place where people can bring their projects and just hang out and paint. So there's live art going on. There are vendors that are selling mostly artwork and other creative crafts and things like that. Lots of great places to get photographed. There are some other activities. I know that there's going to be hula classes, and there's going to be a yoga-related event, a lot of things a drum circle, things that you can sit down and do without, you can show up empty-handed and still be part of this. And it's in the course of doing these things, you'll meet people and connect with the art community around you.
Some other things that will be happening at Art in the Garden that we're pretty excited about is there's going to be live firing of Raku from Grounded by Nature, and they're going to be making something that's a surprise for Greg, but you'll have to find out what it is.
Ooh, I love surprises.
Yes, and the person that is going to be doing this is also a teacher at the Carbondale High School, so we love having the community support of local artists and teachers and enthusiasts, and that's exciting to see everybody come together and be drawn to the garden. Mary Boyd is also going to be participating, and she's the art teacher at Market Street Conservatory. We just have such a great group of people coming together and sharing what they do with the public and each other. So it's just wonderful to see.
And before we got going, Marquez, you mentioned it's Yoga Day too, right?
Yeah, International Yoga Day. So just a perfect overlap, the summer solstice as well. So we're kicking off the summer with one of the biggest events of the year.
Yeah, that's happening at 8 o'clock in the morning. They're going to do 101 sun salutations. And it's going to be at 8 o'clock. Vendors will be setting up, but that's going to take place on the stage. And Pat York is putting that on, as well as other individuals that I'm not aware of. But that's how the day's going to kick off. And then Art in the Garden starts at 11 o'clock. And I believe we have music starting at 11.
Yeah. Do you want me to talk about the music lineup?
May as well, because if
Okay.
after the yoga, vendors
Yeah.
set up and it kicks off with some music. So yeah, let's talk about the sets.
Okay, well, I have this little printed piece of paper so they don't forget anybody. But the first band will be playing from 11 to 1, and it's Sturge and Friends. And they're going to have people joining them up on the stage. And they're really like a really full sounding, great band. Their message is really positive. They focus on positive thoughts and energy and putting that into their music. And Kurt Wilson from Sound Tapestry is going to join them. So they're going to have a jam, and it should be really fun to experience. So that's for 2 hours. And then afterwards we have AJ Ross, and he's a singer-songwriter. I know, Greg, you're familiar with his music. I think it
bit.
sounds pretty good. You know, it's really nice sound. And then afterwards is Sound Tapestry, and they are like, when I heard them, I've only heard a few of their tracks, but kind of like Pink Floyd, Grateful Dead, super jam music, like a lot of tribal instruments mixed in with that. Sitar, I heard that he plays sitar sometimes. I don't know what he's going to put together, but his very last song is going to lead everybody into the drum circle. And at Mandala Gardens, there's actually a designated space for a drum circle, which is super cool. So he's going to bring everyone together, and we're all going to then drum for an hour, and that's the drum circle. And the drum circle will be from 3 to 4. And then afterwards, from 4 to 5 is Farrell Farmer, and you might all know him as Derek from Glacier's End, and he's going to be playing hard techno. So if you want to dance or if you just want to feel the beat, you can just stand there and just experience it. But I think that's going to be pretty exciting, and we hope people will come and show their support by dancing a little bit. And then after that, we have Downstate, which are friends of Greg's, and they do rock reggae. Is that correct, Greg?
Yes, they're a couple of my cousins and one of their friends. You know, a firefighter, a surgeon, and a buddy. They get together and form
cool.
a reggae band.
That's good.
I've heard them. They sound really good. And their set is from 5 to 7. And then the last set will be from 7 to 9, and that will be Hope Fiend. And I would say they're our house band of Art in the Garden because they played every year. And Johnny's really committed to being present. He actually changed his plane ticket so he wouldn't miss it because he was originally going to be in South America longer than he thought. So, I mean, longer than it would have worked out for the event. So I think that's pretty cool. So he'll be the ceremonial music for the burn. And that's the structure of the music schedule.
What a great music lineup.
It is, and during Johnny's set, because he goes from 7 to 9, and then at 8 o'clock, the procession will start back to the mandala that Guy built, and then we'll do the burn at 8. So if you leave, you can come back at 8 o'clock or a little bit beforehand, watch Hope Fiend, and come for the burn.
It's a one-of-a-kind experience. You don't want to miss it. My father, he actually traveled from St. Louis to come and see the last one, and he just loved it so much. He was like, I got to come back again just to see that. And so my daughter was there, and he was with his granddaughter watching it, and he was taking pictures, and he was like, man, these are some of my favorite memories that I've ever created. So, don't miss out on it. 8 o'clock. If you come early, please come back for the burn.
So throughout the day, we're inviting people to, there's a little box by the burn site that you can put a piece of paper in with whatever you want. It can be something you're celebrating, something you're letting go of, something that, a memory that you want to send to a lost loved one. It could be anything. Put that in the box, and at the, right before our 8 o'clock burn, the procession comes back there. We're going to put the box in there with the mandala and all the tinder we're going to have gathered around there, and we're going to start the fire. And the last couple of years was a very cathartic experience. The people that gathered around really, felt the presence of this sort of, great energy. And it's a great way to cap off the evening while Johnny Hope Fiend is doing his set of music, which he's a very innovative musician. He combines world music instrumentation with it's sort of experimental electronic, and it's really perfect for that part of the evening.
Yes.
Agreed.
It's a stunning visual, too. I mean, if you haven't been and you had to pick one moment to come, I'd say come for that. But honestly, throughout the day, starting with yoga in the morning, there's something for everybody, whether you just want to look and see the talented artists we have in Southern Illinois and their vendor booths. Greg, how many vendors do we have? There's a lot, right?
There's 64 vendors.
64 vendors this year.
And then I don't know how many participating artists is on the list that will
I
be
don't-
actually painting. There's
A lot.
almost a dozen
Yeah.
painters that will be spread throughout the garden.
So if you just want to come look at that, it's free to get in.
It's
and
free.
Just see what the artists have to offer.
And you
It would
mentioned
be-
that potter. It's a technique where he's going to dig a hole in the ground
Yeah.
and fire some pottery in the garden across the bridge in the back
So
somewhere
cool.
near the mandala is where he's going to do his little thing. So, yeah, it's cool.
That's amazing. So definitely not going to want to miss this throughout the day. Come back for the burn. And there's also food, right? Food at the in the gazebo again. If you've been before, you know
We
The
call it the
cafe.
Mandala Cafe.
the Mandala
Yeah,
Cafe.
in the gazebo. And
Yeah.
yeah, Light Street will be up there also. Provenzano's will be a food truck. They'll be across the bridge, so we have them on both ends of the property. Plus the whole Mandala Cafe with everybody that's in there. Gambit, coffee.
Right, coffee and there'll be juice too, right?
Native Healing and Josie Fox, Botanical Orchards. Those guys are going to be in the gazebo creating food, fresh juice, coffee, just really nurturing food.
Yeah, there's other vendors that are be selling
Yeah.
cookies,
Ice cream.
other wear throughout. Yeah,
Yeah.
so you can stay all day and eat.
You
know,
could.
you
I
don't
mean,
have to
really,
leave.
people should. If I were
I'm
somebody
not
listening,
planning on leaving.
No,
Me neither.
Be parked all day.
this is such a special event that you should stay all day and really experience it because you really can immerse yourself in it. And each hour it changes a little bit. And the whole purpose is to connect and to experience it, even if it's hot. You know, just like really be there, be present, and that's what we're hoping to achieve with, everyone showing up.
So, who wants to talk about Make Music Day before
Well, I
we
was going to
forget?
say, this is part of Marion Make Music Day, so
Yes.
you can bop all around town and see different genres of music. I know the Civic Center has music.
Little Nashville has
Yeah, there's,
music.
right
There's going
across
to be
the-
music on the square.
Market Street.
Market Street Hall. There's music all over
The
Marion
library.
that day.
I believe the senior center has gospel. So, and also I
Wow.
have to say, because I think this is pretty cool. If you are going to leave our event, the mayor and Matt Bassler are playing together on Tower Square. And if you want to know the times, just go to Marion Art Squared on social media on Facebook, and the schedule is there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
What a great
It's a big day in Marion that
It
day.
is. Marion is getting so cool.
Isn't that neat? So come on and enjoy the whole day. Whether you're downtown, come on down to Mandala Gardens. And Marion's really becoming a draw for not just Marion, but all of Southern Illinois. We've got people like Arts Co. from Saline County
That's
that'll
right.
be represented there. Marquez all the way in Carbondale, Marion, DuQuoin. We've had artists from every corner of Southern Illinois. And I think this is, Marquez, you mentioned it, but something that this region can be proud of when it comes to the arts and what's going on there. It's just something, if you're interested in, you definitely need to check out.
Agreed.
And we were lucky enough to have the Civic Center be a sponsor of Art in the Garden this year, which was amazing. Blick,
Blick Art
their
Supplies
sponsor.
and the credit union, SAU Credit Union.
Yeah.
So,
So,
we're really grateful.
Yeah, the community's chipping in
Yeah.
to make the event take place, and it's going to be amazing. Just while we're talking about that, when you arrive at the garden, I'll have individuals directing parking. So look for the orange vests. There's parking in the back of the garden. There's parking on State Street. A couple side streets, Gateway and Chesapeake, have parking. During the eclipse, we had 500 people at the garden at one moment in time, and we were able to handle the parking for that. So I think if we can handle the eclipse, we can handle an Art in the Garden Day.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Amazing.
Luke, I also wanted to contribute to that idea that you were touching on about how we work together as a community. And I love that even though it's in Marion, that we have all these other counties participating and we're representing the region. I think that's really important because that really does build community since there's so many small towns. So I'm proud of that detail about our event, that we're all working together and we all represent different demographics and all bringing them together, and hopefully other people will be inspired to travel as a result. Not just people from Marion, but people just from the whole area. I mean, you never know. Someone could come from the middle of Illinois. They don't
St.
necessarily.
Louis.
Or St. Louis. They don't have to be
This
limited.
is true.
Even though we're representing Southern Illinois and the artistry here, I hope that people will make the time to check it out because it's worth your time. I think it's worth everyone's time to show up, but especially Southern Illinoisans that love art.
And if we think about this area, here we are, Southern Illinois. We've got Paducah that's close to us, St. Louis, Mount Vernon, where Cedarhurst is, right? Paducah, they just recently canceled their annual art festival.
Saw that.
That's a big deal, right? That was a big one close to us. Cedarhurst, they just canceled theirs. This is the last year. So I do workshops and teach art to people they come from St. Louis, Paducah, you name it. And these people are looking for art experiences. They're looking for art festivals to come to. And I've got so many people that have said, you know what? I want to come. Even though I live in St. Louis, even though I live in Paducah, this sounds like a great experience. So yeah, I think this year is going to be even bigger than it's been the past 3 years, and it's just going to keep getting bigger from there.
You
I
know,
ag-
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No,
Oh.
well, I agree. There are more vendors this year. I'm turning amazing artists away that are coming from Central Illinois, Springfield area. They're like, we'd love to come. Like, I'm sorry, we're full, but next year, we'll do it again. So yeah, good.
This is just a thought off the cuff, even though I'm not wearing a shirt here on my cuff. But I wonder if we could have a guest book, so people who are traveling could write something, so that at the end of it we could see who came from where and have a better sense of who's attending the event, and just if they wanted to leave a message like, I really thought this was cool, or when are you going to do it again, just to get some feedback and see how people are responding to the experience. I think that could be
You
pretty
know
nice.
what you could do? You could add that to the box back by the burn.
Okay, that's
Not
a
only
great
put-
idea.
but it's 'cause
That's a great
there's
idea.
central location. There'll be a table,
Yeah.
pencils already there. So
Perfect.
yeah.
Maybe a pen with a feather, so they want to pick it up and write something.
Peacock feather.
Yeah, peacock feather. Yes, I'm going to search
I got
this
one
out.
inside. I'll give you.
You do?
one.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah. It's from Peacock. We
Wow.
had Peacock
Oh my
years
gosh, that's
ago.
perfect. That's great. I love that.
Absolutely. And there will be the big shiny ball as well. We'll
Oh,
be
yeah.
making a
Yes.
return, the mini
Yeah.
bean.
The mini bean.
So come get your picture. There's be lots of beautiful photo opportunities. Be sure to tag everybody on social media and share this on social media, because we want there to be a lot of people to show up and experience all that is happening there that day. And Marquez, why do you think it was like from St. Louis? Why do you think those people are looking for something? Do you think it's because there might be some shutting down, or where do you think that desire comes from?
That's a real good question. St. Louis, it's a bigger city, right? But people are still looking for things. So we do so many unique things that people they can't find in St. Louis, right? So that pulls people, to Southern Illinois. But yeah, I think that's what it is. People are just looking for new experiences. They're kind of tired of the same old stuff. And yeah, here we are. We're doing something new. We're doing something exciting. It's growing. It has great potential to be even bigger. So I think that's what it is. And people love connecting with people, right? So whenever I'm having these opportunities to teach people, they get a feel for who I am as an artist, and they're like, okay, you know what? I want to be around more creative people, right? So I think that's one of the biggest pulls. And I want to also say this is like a great opportunity for people to support local artists, right? It's such a big deal. I know people don't think about it every day, right? We're just all living our lives, doing the rat race thing. But artists, we spend our time, creating these beautiful things, putting our heart and soul into making art. And then, this art festival experience, it's an opportunity to go showcase all of this hard work, for the past year, 2 years, etc. And for the people that are coming to see this art, it's one thing to just look at it, to appreciate it, to ask questions, but find a piece of art that you love and support a local artist at Art in the Garden. You don't know what that does for an artist, how it fuels their creativity for them to keep going, to keep bringing new beautiful things into the world. So yeah, us artists, we truly appreciate that support.
That's great.
Yeah.
Love that.
And of course, many of the artists you'll see there, they're bringing their freshest, newest ideas. They're ready to show it. They're excited about it. Excited about seeing what each other are doing. So it really feels like there is a Southern Illinois scene that is growing, and musically also, the Southern Illinois music scene has really been surprising this last couple of years. It feels like it's something we can expect to see on the map, like the Austin music scene, because I get surprised every time I see a live act I've never heard of. I'm like, wow, this could easily be on the radio. It's easily good enough. And the same thing is happening with the visual arts, with all the art festivals. There's 2 art festivals on the Marion Town Square this year as well. Luke had one a few weeks ago, and then there's
Union Street Arts Fair.
yeah, Union Street Arts Fair.
Great event. A lot
And-
of rain, but
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was great despite that, and I'm really glad you
We
did that
back.
again, because yeah, he skipped last year, but we had attended one of his fairs a couple years back, and I actually did really well, moved a lot of stuff.
yeah, that was our 4th year, and actually that was one of the things about Marion is people always say they do the best here, actually, in those art fairs. That was one of the common feedbacks through those art fairs. But yeah, I mean, there's another one happening right
Yeah,
in the fall,
what is that
and
one?
That one's called, I'm just all of a sudden drawing a blank, Art on the Square, is that what we're calling
I
it?
think so.
Yeah, and that's, I think, October 18th. That's sponsored by the city, and we're going to paint the buildings. The mayor's got a vision for artists literally painting the scenes of the buildings around the square, and there'll be art fair inside of that with, we don't know the details yet because we're still figuring them out, but
More to
another
come.
art fair.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just helping.
But there's a lot of
Yeah.
support for this. The city is supportive of it. The local community is supportive of it, and it's across a number of the big towns down here. We're seeing that kind of growing support, and I think there's an overall acknowledgement that this art and music scene in Southern Illinois is really coming into itself, and it's amazing to be a part of it.
I think it's also important to note why art is important. For me, it's like elevating your experience, your sensory experience. It's universal language. It's not specific to any belief systems. You can get out of it what you need to. And I really love that everyone can have their own personalized experience with the creative process, whether it's music, making something, even food, and yoga, all those things, all those sensory inputs, the way that you live your life, I feel can be art all the time. And this is an opportunity to do all those things in one place and remind yourself of that your actions matter and your sensory experiences should be rich and rewarding and not necessarily like stuck inside somewhere doing something that you don't want to do. Get out and experience, this wonderful event, Art in the Garden.
yeah, it's true. Greg, where does Art in the Garden go from here?
It stays in the same place, but it just gets bigger and better. I mentioned at the beginning, you four go-getters. I'm just the location. We brought 3 counties together. Granted, Williamson, we live in it, but you don't. So, yeah, we'll just bring more individuals in. Better art, more artists. As the garden progresses, the infrastructure will be better. Pour more people in. That's the only limitation is, well, there is no limitation. We've got an entire town. So, yeah.
Maybe we'll grow to a 2-day festival at some point.
Whoa.
Well, with these other festivals shutting down, there could be a need for that.
There's a lot of possibilities in that.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, I want to make sure we covered everything, guys. There will be T-shirts being live printed. You see these 2 awesome shirts from Home Print Shop. You can expect to see those again. Do we know we have a color this year yet, or
I
can we
haven't
drop
asked them,
that?
but
Okay.
we need to
I don't
find
know.
out.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like the colors for the past 2 years, and this is like one of the best quality T-shirts you can get. Like this shirt, it still feels good, right? Just like it's
Oh, it
brand
is.
new.
Yeah, this is 2 years old, and the one from last year I was going to wear, and I told them it's worn out. It's my work shirt now. I'm like, it was too grimy. I couldn't wear it. So.
You guys need backups.
This is true. I'm getting
Yeah.
me
I
another
need to
one
get
this
more than
year.
one a year.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, they're really great shirts, and the image is beautiful, and the message is really encapsulating everything we want our event to be. So it's helpful to spread the word by getting the shirt.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
They're super
Yeah.
comfy. Super comfy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lightweight, don't stick to you. Yeah. And Marquez, tell us a little bit more about Project Human X, what you guys have been up to since the last time you were on.
Yeah, okay. Project Human X, we're evolving. We're doing some new things. Right now I'm working on a new mural on a beautiful garden on Jackson Street. So looking forward to, it's going to be a community painting experience. So I'm making it like a coloring book, just doing the black lines and then welcoming the community to fill it in. We're doing a healing arts retreat in collaboration with True Nature Holistic Arts and Pat York. So we've been dreaming of doing something like this from the beginning. I love what Michelle was saying about what art means to her. It's one of those things where we can all find healing through art in our own unique way. And I want to be able to give that experience at a deeper level. So it's going to be a Friday through Sunday experience where we're going to have multiple workshops and people can just really experience multiple healing art forms throughout the weekend. Got a block party coming up on the island that we're collaborating on. So that'll be July 19th. So that'll be a Saturday. The list goes on. Tons of new fun art workshops. We're doing bigger workshops than we've ever done before. So we're getting ready to start teaching people how to make tables. So we're going to do like resin tables, mosaic tables. We're doing stained glass now. That's something I'm really excited about. I learned from a master stained glass artist. Her name's Stephanie Dillard. I love her, but she taught me her skills on how to make stained glass. Now I'm able to share that with the community. So I've been teaching those workshops. The list goes on and on. Yeah, we're just keeping the creativity high.
I love that, man. I love what you guys are doing, and to see the growth and the different workshops, and just to collab on this project, it's been a joy, man. So I love seeing Project Human X and your guys' success. I want to kick it over to you guys and see if we can have a little update on Gallery 111 and how things been going over there. Can we have, since the last time we spoke, are there any new updates? The mural, I think, is a big one, right?
It's an amazing looking mural.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The mural is the part people can see, and we've had a lot of fun doing that as a family
Beautiful.
project.
And we built off Josh Benson's Love Beatles mural. We kind of vibed with it and just did our own creative endeavor. And I also have to throw in that I love how it complements your mural, the Union Street Arts mural on the back. There's so much resonance between the two, similarities yet differences, night and day. But tying that back to our mural, we're working on the outside. The inside, hopefully, the contractors should be coming. I hope in June. We're on a waiting list because of the tornado, so we're next. And then they're going to do the main floor. Our goal is to open November 1st. No, November 11th, because that's November 1st. Okay, I got that right, because that's 111 day.
Oh,
Yeah, it is
yeah.
Saturday.
Okay,
So
that
we're
lines up
hoping
well.
I like that.
To open that day, and we're trying to we have a lot to do. It's kind of overwhelming, but I'm in it because I love it. It's just awesome. I'm really happy to be doing this.
The good kind of overwhelming.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Exactly. The space right now is completely gutted. Like when you open the door and walk in, it's just a blank slate, completely empty. And so it's exciting just seeing that. And we've tried to document this stage of it because before you know it, it's going to be this beautiful building. It'd be hard to imagine, when the floor looked like that and when the walls were just bare and crumbling. But met with the window people today, and gradually we're just chipping away at it. But again, like she was saying, the tornadoes may delay things a little bit. But once they get started, a couple of months till it's done, and that's making that November 1st opening look. I don't want to say like it's certain, but you gotta make optimistic plans and then adjust as necessary.
It's in our queue to hope for that date. So if it all goes well, then we'll be opening then. And we hope you guys will all show up and be part of it.
We'll be there at the opening.
Okay.
Absolutely. I'll be there.
You know it. And we get to see the beautiful mural right here out this window while we sit here on this podcast. It just looks great, and
Thank you.
what a great addition this
Wow.
art gallery is going to be too. Just on this little corner here, and
I just wanted to give a shout out in case they end up listening, but I got a grant from Illinois Arts Council, so that's been helping us with funds to do that. It's just nice to get that kind of support, especially down in Southern Illinois. They're very good to Southern Illinois, and we're grateful that we get some attention to as a county, in the whole area.
yeah,
As it turns out, it takes a lot of paint.
Oh yeah, I could only imagine.
Massive.
I'm thinking of this metaphor as I'm, watching what you guys are building, and it's like we're all like a part of this tree, of Southern Illinois creatives, and each one of us were like a branch on this tree, and you guys are like growing this brand new, beautiful, big branch, with the art gallery, and it's like it's growing, but it's not anywhere close to what it's going to become, and I'm just so excited to watch the growth, and just watch the whole Southern Illinois tree of creativity just blossom, and just us creating a beautiful place for each other.
when I first had a idea for the mural on this front wall, it was of a tree, a big tree, and I think that's such a great metaphor. And come see some beautiful trees at Mandala Gardens too, at Art in the Garden, because there's some beautiful trees there too, Greg. Right?
There's some amazing trees. Yes.
That's great.
And that's also very symbolic of what Marquez was saying about growth, and it's just the branches that reach out and offer us all abundance by getting to participate as a group and be in nature. So
It's a beautiful setting and definitely a place to be inspired.
Thanks.
yeah, thank you, Greg. You're awesome.
Well, any last words, guys? Are we missing anything, Greg?
It's a very family-friendly experience. I know that sometimes parents, they wonder, like, is this a good place for me to bring my kids? I don't know if we mentioned that earlier, but just a great place to bring kids of all ages for them to experience art. It's good music. Yeah, so bring the kids out for a wonderful time.
Yeah. Bring
There's
a
free
chair if you
activities
want.
for them.
Yeah, we'll have chairs, but bring some chairs by all means. Lawn chair. We have tables as well. But come out, enjoy the day.
So the kids can sit at the art social table and do art. They can. Is Project Human X going to have?
Oh yeah,
an
yeah. We'll
activity
have an
table?
art table set up. Yeah, we'll have a supply list, and people can just choose whatever art supplies they like to create with.
Nice, nice. And then there will be the hula lessons. Those are free.
Walk
So
the maze. They can walk the labyrinth.
yeah,
Yeah.
there will be no shortage of things for kids to do. So it's
Yeah, Artsco has a table of interactive
Oh,
stuff,
yeah.
do they not?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of interactive activities for people to
I think there'll be bubbles.
participate in.
Drum circle.
Yeah, so anybody who doesn't have a drum can bring a bucket and a spoon if they don't have a drum. It doesn't matter what you bring. It just matters that you can create rhythm. We really want to see a good group of participation. So I hope that kids will join us too. They have in the past, and they've always enjoyed it. Like they most of the time. It doesn't like not hold their interest. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great day.
Yeah.
Come on out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
June 21st.
Yeah.
A week and a day or so.
and
It's
if
crazy.
you want to paint live there, is it there's still room?
We could probably make room if Greg thinks there's room. I don't know.
Oh yeah, bring an easel.
Okay.
Find a parking
Yep.
spot.
Yeah.
Come on in.
That's free.
Boom.
Oh, and one more important, very important thing is leave no trace. So if you happen to set up your stuff or get comfortable, make sure you pick up your garbage, pick up your art supplies, leave it as nice as you found it, because we love the garden and we respect it.
Heck yeah, come connect, create, participate.
Yep.
There you go.
Art in the Garden. We'll see you there.
All right.